As the evening came, it was strangely quiet in the man's flat.
Sind wir
As he
das
lived
schon?
alone, he usually liked to fill the silence with the sound of radio or TV shows. But that night,
Was ist
he
passiert?
switched them all off, feeling anxious
Der Mann war
and
böse.
tired after work.
Unschuldige kleine Katzenfamilie umgebracht. Dafür wird er jetzt sterben.
He tried to sleep, but couldn't. And for once, there wasn't anyone there he could blame for it. As he stared through the window, he kept thinking about how much he hated that view. He
Hat aber auch
liked
eine
it
schöne
once,
Wohnung.
a long time ago, when his wife was still there and they were happy together. Suddenly, he heard knocking on the door. Some part of him was glad, because that meant he could take it out on whoever decided to bother him.
Sind wir das jetzt schon, oder?
There was nobody there. He almost felt disappointed, but before he turned to walk away, he suddenly noticed something down the hall.
An einer nahegelegenen Wand war der riesige Schatten einer Katze. Gestalt vor ihm, der tote Körper einer Ausgeweihten hing auf der Heizung. Nee.
On a nearby wall, there was a giant shadow of a cat.
Mhm. Huch.
He stopped again. He couldn't believe his eyes.
Jemand hatte Katzenmörder auf seine Tür geschrieben. Der Schädel einer Katze steckte auf dem Sattel seines Fahrrads. Jemand hatte Arschloch auf seine Tür geschrieben. Nein, wir nehmen Katzenmörder.
Someone wrote cat killer on his door.
Ich finde das schön, dass ich gerade die Geschichte gestalten kann. Cat Killer.
He had a passion for trains. Although he hated being a train driver, he had always enjoyed watching them move.
Mhm.
But now, his train model was moving all on its own. He was absolutely certain he'd left it switched off. And yet, there it was, running at crazy speed. Remote control missing. Something was seriously wrong. And that something had entered his home now too.
Genau, Becky. Deswegen kann man auch nur alles hassen und nichts mehr schön finden, wenn man schon so
He
erfüllt
hoped
damit
he was
ist.
just imagining things, tired as he was. But there was another surprise waiting for him in his bedroom.
Eine riesige, in Blut getränkte Zombie-Katze saß auf seinem Bett. Die Katzenwitwe ist hier, stand überall an der Wand geschrieben. Oh, ich nehme das mit der
Cat Widow
Katzenwitwe.
is here, was written all over the wall.
Jetzt ist die Wohnung nicht mehr so schön. Wie im Traum ging er in die Küche, um etwas zu trinken zu holen. Jetzt bekam er wirklich Angst und er entschied sich, die Polizei zu rufen. Nein, er geht sich was zu trinken holen.
He went to the kitchen to get a drink.
Oh,
There was no water. He knew there were valves in the basement that turned it off, but no one's been down there for
da ist
years.
Chris sein Wasser.
He felt sick. None of this made any sense. And yet, deep down, he knew what he did to the cats was wrong. There was a part of him that almost wanted to be punished. The part he tried so hard to hide. He thought he'd heard something in the corridor. Was there someone there with him? His head was spinning. He felt ambushed, trapped, like an animal. He had to get out of there.
Jetzt bekam er wirklich Angst und er entschied sich, die Polizei zu
Getting
rufen.
really scared now, he decided to call the police.
Aber das Telefon war tot.
His phone was of no use. The SIM card had been removed, and that wasn't even the worst part. There was a photo of a black cat set as screensaver. He
Die gibt sich
remembered
richtig
this
Mühe.
cat. He'd watched that strange pest control man put it in a cage and into his van. He'd looked at it through the window for a while, then pulled the curtains and went to bed. He stopped, paralyzed. He'd heard something right in front of him. A whisper. More like a purr. She was there,
Oha.
in the dark corner of his living room, waiting. Black veil covering that pale, dead face. And yet, he could almost feel Cat Widow's eyes piercing through him.
Die Katzenwitwe zielte mit einer Schrotflinte auf seine Brust und schoss. Sie kam näher wie ein Gespenst und lüftete schnell den Schleier.
She came closer, like a ghost, and swiftly removed the veil. She came back for him, to take him to the river, to make him pay for what he'd done. As he looked into her eyes, he could feel the world spinning around him, his knees go weak, his pants suddenly wet around
Richtig
his
so.
crotch. As much as he hated life, he didn't want to die either. Inside, he was just a big, stinking coward. And then he fainted. Did you see his face? I knew he'd fall for this.
Yeah, we scared the living shit out of him. Now that's teamwork. Are you sure he won't know it was you, though?
Oh, he probably will, once he's had time to think about what happened. But he's too proud to ever admit he's been beaten by a woman. I know him just about enough to know that.
Let's hope so. I don't want you to get in trouble because of me.
No. That was something I had to do for myself. And I feel much better for it.
The only problem now is that we still haven't found Eye of Adam.
Sie ist
Because
das
it
Auge
definitely
Adam.
isn't Brian. I've searched through his laptop and all I found was a load of porn.
Let's cross him off the list.
Ich habe Theorie über Mitzi.
Well, that means we've checked everyone. We've hit a brick wall.
Obwohl der Alte verdächtig war.
Perhaps I was wrong. Maybe he doesn't live here at all.
I think we need to sleep on it. And we might get some more ideas in the morning. Shall we head back home?
Yeah, I do feel tired. You're right, we need some sleep. Really wish there was an elevator in this building.
Ja, ich auch. Es hieß ja, die Parasiten kommen uns nahe.
What's that? A note?
Ne?
What does it say, Mrs. A?
Oder?
You will not believe it. Meet me at midnight, both of you. I will wait. Flat 5. Door will be open. Do not fear.
Ah, die...
Eye of Adam.
Flat 5. That's the old guy.
Habe ich doch gesagt.
Can't be.
Aber
Can't be
Mitzi...
him.
I guess we'll find out. At midnight.
Mitzi ist komisch.
We've got a few hours until then. Let's get some coffee.
Und der alte Mann hat sich die ganze Zeit auf taub gestellt. Bis auf eine Sache. Das hat er plötzlich gehört und taub geantwortet. Deswegen habe ich immer gesagt, der alte Mann, der ist auch nicht sauber. Aber ich traue auch Mitzi nicht. Warum sind wir im Keller? Was ist im Keller? Als würde sie den Alten näher kennen. Ich weiß es nicht. Das ist ganz komisch. Also es würde mich auch... Die komische neue Wand. Was war mit der? Der hat so heftig reagiert. Hi, Joey.
It's just you and me, my love. No one will find us here. Stop worrying, Ivy. It will be all right. I will always love you. You know that. I'm gonna make you all better.
Letztes Kapitel. Letzte Kapitel. Den Troll nicht füttern. Hat er ihr Elektroschocks gegeben? Das waren Elektroschocks, oder? Troll. Gott. Dieses Spiel löst so ein leichtes Unbehagen aus. Okay. Kann mich noch nicht bewegen. Das ist Mitzis Zimmer. Unsere Katzen fressen schon. Warum nimmt sie nicht mal ein Küchenmesser mit? Wir haben nichts im Inventar. Mir gefällt es gar nicht, wie das Wasser aussieht. Da ist kein einziger Fisch im Aquarium.
Just look at this door. Crazy son of a bitch. That's not gonna stop us. I think there's someone in the kitchen. Are you Adam?
Me? No, of course not. I don't have anything to do with all this foolishness. Never have. It's my son. I've told him time and time again, but he never listens. I've done my best to protect that boy, you know. I'm all he's got left in the world since his mama died, but it just wasn't enough.
Where is he then? Where's Eye of Adam?
He's in his room. Where else would he be? He's always in his room, staring at that screen for as long as he can.
Also
Look, I've made up my mind about this. I want to help you.
Okay.
This mess he's in, it's gone too far. I can't be part of this.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you don't understand. He's watching us. Right now, he can see us on his camera. He's very clever with this stuff. I never got my head around it. Just as much as I needed to, I guess. But not a lot.
Give us the key to his room. I want to talk to him.
Look, it's a trap. He knows why you're here, and he will kill you.
Ich komme
Both of
zurück.
you. But he will not kill me. He won't dare. All these years, I've looked after him well. He owes me everything. It breaks my heart to do this now. What choice do I have? He left me this. I was supposed to keep it for myself, but I want you to take it. He won't dare to kill his own father. I won't let two innocent lives be lost because of him.
What is it?
Just take the damn thing. There's not much time. Didn't you hear me? He's watching.
What is it, Mrs. A?
It's a shoebox.
Take it away. Get rid of it. He must see that I don't have it anymore.
Shall we open it?
Öffnen! Gasmaske.
Oh God. Mitzi, we have to get out of here. Quickly.
Kann ich gerade
It's a
nicht.
gas mask.
Ich kann, das Spiel mag
He's
es
going to
nicht, wenn ich
poison us.
tappe. Er wird uns vergiften. Mach's nach dem Stream, okay? Oh, scheiße.
It's too late.
Shit. Oh, shit. Shit. Shit.
No! Stop that, Adam! You're
Yep.
going to kill your father!
Ja, so viel zu
We'll never make
Vaterliebe.
it to the door. That room is filling up with gas too quickly.
Sollte.
Put the mask on, Mrs. A.
Nein, ich
What
brauch
about
die nicht.
you? No. No, I can't.
You've got to. This is your only chance.
Nein.
No, I can't let you die. Not like this.
It's my fault that you're here. I'm dying anyway.
Was ist mit dem alten Mann?
You've got to live, Mrs. A. You'll live and you'll be happy again. You've been a great friend, Mrs. A.
Mitzi die Maske geben oder Maske selber aufsetzen? Na, ich brauch die ja nicht.
No. You've got a date, and I'll make sure you turn up for it.
I can't.
There is no time to argue. I'll be
Aber
fine.
ich hätte sie lieber dem alten
Ja.
Mann gegeben.
Do it!
Oh, wie gemein.
Mitzi, think of a vegetable while I'm gone.
Oh, ist das gemein. Aber ich habe gleich gesagt, mit dem alten Mann stimmt was nicht. Oh. Ganz schön viele Tote in dem Spiel. Eieiei. Oh, das kennen wir. Unsere Wohnung, ne? Oh, hallo.
Welcome home, darling. I've been waiting for you. What took you so long?
Say what you've got to say and let's finish this. I'm tired of you. Tired of all this madness. I just need to get back.
Very well. I'm not planning to keep you long. Let's go inside. I have one last job for you. There are still 2 candles left, Susan. You
Vier.
know how this works.
Eine
A
Seele für
soul
eine Seele.
for a soul.
And that's it. I blow out the last candle, and I'll never have to see you again.
Only if you blow out the right one. I'll never bother you again. Isn't that what you want? But if you choose wrong, it will be your life extinguished forever.
Dankeschön,
Just take a
Trish.
deep breath and do it.
But how should I know which one's right?
That's the thing, Susan. You can't know that. In life, you can't always know the consequences before you make a decision. Haven't you
stimmt.
learned that yet?
That's not fair.
Nothing is fair. You opened your heart talking to that doctor, and he butchered you like an animal. Then those disgusting cannibals, they chop you up and cook you for dinner if you'd let them. And what about the man with the flowers? All that he wanted was to hear you play before he split your skull open.
Und das waren jetzt 4. Es war die Rede
The
von
way
5.
your husband treated you. The way your neighbors laughed at you for years, just for being different.
5
You did
Parasiten.
not deserve all that. And yet, it happened. Am I forgetting something? Oh, yes. Of course. Most of all, was it fair that...
Shut up! Just shut up, you ugly bitch! Now I know who you really are. All those feelings I had in me for years. That bitter guilt and self-pity. That hatred for myself and everyone else. You are that miserable illness that's consumed my heart all these years. You, always there, always. Every day I looked at you in the mirror, like a dark cloud I couldn't see through. I let you take control of my life. I
Schlaf
believed it was
schön.
right to feel like this. But not any longer. This ends here.
Then blow out the candle.
Okay. Ihr dürft entscheiden. Der Erste, der in den Chat schreibt, die Kerze pust dich aus. Links oder rechts? Ich treffe diese Entscheidung nicht. Links oder rechts? Links. Rosi sagt links.
Well done, Susan.
Tomato.
Gut gemacht, Cosi.
You were thinking about a tomato, right?
Sie wundert sich jetzt nicht, dass wir wieder da sind.
Tomato is a fruit, silly.
Who cares? I like tomatoes.
So do I. But I hate to disappoint you, but I was really thinking of onions.
Why onions?
They're the saddest of the vegetables, of course. They make people cry. Wait. What happened, Mrs. A? I saw you die. And yet, you're here. Alive, like if nothing's ever happened.
Well, let's put it this way. Everyone knows cats have 9 lives.
Ich sag ja, wir sind Catwoman.
So do cat ladies, apparently. But this time, I feel there won't be second chances. I'm down to 1 last life
Keine
now.
Ahnung.
I can't afford to waste it.
You
Man
are
hätte sich
such
auch
a
weigern
nutter,
können.
Mrs. A. You are absolutely fucking bonkers. But I'm so happy to see you. Never, ever do that to me again, all right?
I can happily promise you that, Mitzi.
Die Frage ist,
This is it. His room is through that door. It's time to face the eye of Adam.
What are we waiting for? Let's do it.
lässt das Spiel dir wirklich Wahlmöglichkeiten und hat verschiedene Enden? Oder führt das, also tut das Spiel so, als ob du eine Wahl hättest und es geht immer aufs selbe hinaus? Das wäre jetzt noch eine Frage. Ui! Das sind ja Fotos von echten Menschen. Hi.
You're the eye of Adam?
Nee, bestimmt nicht.
A pathetic, wheelchair-bound invalid? Is this a joke? Do you know who I am? Do you know what you've done to me? You fucking murderer! Tonight it's your turn to die. I'm gonna paint this room with your brains and I'm gonna watch and smile. I swear to God I'll do it. Well, nothing to say? Nothing at all?
Ich hätte gern seinen
Aren't you
Monitor.
going to beg for your sad little life? Say something! Anything!
Mitzi, where did you get that gun from?
It doesn't matter. Please, Mrs. A. This is something I have to do. You are free to leave if you want. You don't have to be a part of it. Just try to understand. Beg for forgiveness, you scum. What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't believe I'm gonna shoot you, do you? Oh, I've dreamt of this moment for so long.
Sie will ja nur
Look
mit
at
ihm
this
reden.
man, Mitzi. He hasn't twitched a muscle since we entered the room. I think he's paralyzed.
That's impossible. He's lying to us. He's faking it. Do something. Talk for God's sake. I need you to answer me. I need to know.
He won't answer you. He can't talk.
Then, how did he post all that stuff online? What the?
Aha.
How did he do it?
I think I know how. See that little device on his left eye? I've heard about these. It's a controller. It seems the only part of his body he can move is his eyeball.
Boah, schieß ihm ins
Controller
Auge.
connected to the computer tracks its movement, allowing him to...
What? That's ridiculous. How do you even know such things?
I'm a nurse? I've seen these before. Well, I've seen eye-controlled wheelchairs, but there's no reason why it wouldn't work with a computer.
Jesus. That would explain the whole Eye of Adam thing. He really is just the eye. But no, that doesn't change anything. He must die. He deserves nothing more.
Ich würde ihm das Auge ausstechen und ihn dann da sitzen lassen. Papa kann sich ja nicht mehr kümmern. Mal gucken, wie lange es dauert, bis ihm einer findet. Du ihm nicht den Gefallen. Auge zerstechen,
What?
Controller
You
wegnehmen.
arrogant shit. I will fucking do it. Just tell me one thing. One thing. Why? Why did you make Jack kill himself? Fine. It'll be a pleasure. Ready to die, scumbag?
Schau dir die Sauerstoffflaschen an. Ich glaube nicht, dass das eine gute Idee ist. Und du hast nie gesagt, dass du ihn töten willst.
Look at these oxygen tanks. I
Den
don't think
Tod
it's a
hat er
good idea.
verdient.
What? Why not? I'm the one holding a gun here,
Ja, weil...
and I will blow this bastard's brain out as soon as he looks at me. You hear me? Look at me! I want you to see what you've done. The pain you've caused me.
Mitzi, that's not what I meant.
ja.
Just put the gun down for a second.
No! No. I can't do that, Mrs. A. I'm sorry. This is something I have to do. I have to.
Can't you hear that hissing sound? These cylinders are clearly leaking gas.
Please stay out of it.
You'll make a whole room blow up.
I don't care. Just leave me alone.
Gut, töte ihn.
Fine.
Dann mach
Kill
doch.
him.
This is from Jack.
Huch! Ja, eine Red Bull verleiht Flügel, ne?
It's me. Again.
Nein, nicht im
Talking about my
Krankenhaus.
ordinary little life, as usual. I'm still surprised anyone would want to read this at all. The ramblings of a cat lady. Maybe I'm not a cat lady anymore. Things have changed here since Mitzi's death. She made a terrible mistake by letting her hatred take over. Whatever time she had left, she lost it right there when she pulled the trigger. It was Adam's final victory. He wanted to die, after all, but he also managed to take one more soul with him. I was lucky, for once. Hardly even got injured. The explosion just swept me out of that room, and I stayed alive. I wish I was able to stop Mitzi, to talk her out of it, but I didn't. I'm not sure if I'm more angry with her for firing that gun, or with myself for failing to save her. I still miss her, though, every day. Did I ever mention I got into all this because of her? I opened her laptop 6 months later, and there it was, a friend request. Something I forgot about a long time ago, a little gift from behind the grave. I met some people. We go out sometimes, and I'm not alone anymore. It turned out there were others who felt like I did. I talked to them, tried to help.
War das jetzt vielleicht die Seele, die genommen werden musste, weil wir die Kerze ausgepustet haben, Mitzis Seele? Normalerweise haben wir eine Kerze ausgepustet und irgendwo ist jemand gestorben. Und jetzt haben wir niemanden sterben sehen, außer Mitzi und Adam. Und was ist mit unserem tollen Nachbarn und seiner Frau? Können wir da nicht noch helfen? Die Frau befreien und...
And now, I'm writing this blog. I must confess, yesterday was bad. It was one of those days when you feel like you're back in the past, and all the good stuff that happened was just a dream.
6 Monate später.
But I woke up today, feeling better. Maybe I can never get rid of it. This invisible illness. Maybe it will always be living somewhere deep inside me. Asleep. Waiting. And when it'll hit me hard.
Was ist mit der Frau von unserem Nachbarn? 6 Monate später.
But if there's one thing Mitzi taught me, it's that you have to pick yourself up and carry on. It doesn't matter that life isn't fair. It doesn't matter that you make mistakes. You fall and rise again. Worlds full of liars, traitors, cowards. But every now and then, you meet someone like Mitzi, who will just smile at it all. Now, I've forgiven the world and myself too. I teach myself to smile again. One day I'll get there. I know I will. Even if it takes me not 9, but 900 lives.
Königin der Maden. Oh, Becky.